Well, hello people, this is Sonic7832 and welcome back to a new segment I'm starting called Random Gaming News. Now this segment is strictly going to be for gaming news from a wide variety of genres that I hear about, instead of leaving these random gaming news for my vlogs. So this segment will be strictly for gaming news, and then my vlogs will be for whatever random vlog I do. So pretty much some of the past videos I've been doing for vlogs has been about the upcoming Sonic game, Sonic Lost Worlds. Now recently, I didn't even know about this until my friend Kyle just told me, and which, Kyle, if you're watching this, I thank you so much for actually telling me this, because this is pretty important. So at the first glance at Sonic Lost Worlds, most people thought that it was probably going to be one of the most lighthearted Sonic games in a while, because recently Sonic has been kind of having the kind of complicated plots that have been dark in most areas, but it seems like Sonic Lost Worlds is going to take kind of a simpler plot. But what Kyle told me, or showed me actually, is that apparently some fans or a member of employee at Sega apparently was digging around through the game, or what started the game, and apparently found some misleading dialogue, which honestly, from a first listening to this dialogue, it kind of seems a little off place for this game, because based on the trailers, this game seems like an incredibly lighthearted game. There's little to no dark elements in this, but what the author found in the game, this pretty much seems like the epitome of a dark game. It almost seems like a dialogue that'll come out of Shadow the Hedgehog. So let me read what it says here. So these are a few of the quotes that this person found. So the first quote says, "You're going home in a box," which doesn't sound that bad, but the next quote, "I'm going to skin you alive," sounds a little pretty much worse. And then the following quote, "I long for death's cold embrace." Now that's pretty hardcore. I mean, a person, these three quotes aren't that bad, but if you kind of analyze these quotes from a perspective of a person who's been with Sonic and views this game as pretty much a lighthearted kids game, this seems kind of misplaced for an E10 game actually. And then a few more other quotes, I'm gonna be reading the rest of the article. Cutscenes also depict laser fire and explosions, as well as dialogue that references violence. So this is another quote. "I'll get fat from eating your black hearts. 1 second you're contemplating genocide. As long as I can still strangle a Zeddy, my hands are fine." So these three quotes are a little bit worse than the first three quotes, but the one quote that really stands out to me is the second one. 1 second you're contemplating genocide. Now, for most of you guys who don't know, genocide is pretty much the word for exterminating an entire race. So a perfect example of genocide would be Hitler and the Jews. Hitler committed genocide to the Jews by taking them all and putting them in these concentration camps and then killing them all one by one. So essentially, a genocide in a Sonic game, that's pretty hardcore if you ask me, because when I think of hardcore for a Sonic game, my mind immediately springs up to Shadow the Hedgehog, which was dark on its own. But genocide in a Sonic game, that's even darker than any element in Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, guns, alright, but genocide, really? I mean, this author also says that these quotes could be a little joke that these characters are putting, but I mean, I don't think anyone would kind of joke about genocide or killing or any of what these quotes say. I mean, this kind of just seems a little out of place for a Sonic game. I know I'm kind of making this sound like a big deal, and trust me, it really isn't a big deal. It really isn't. But for a person who thought this game would be probably one of the most lighthearted entries in the Sonic series, these quotes actually kind of make me rethink that. I mean, these quotes kind of are. They could just be a little joke that this author put, and I could see them as that, but if these were actually put in the game, then that could be some pretty bad things. I mean, genocide, violence, aggressive, not really aggressive language, not swearing like in Shadow the Hedgehog, but kind of harmful, kind of weird, out of place language in a Sonic game. That's pretty bad. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description below so you can read the full article. It's not that long of an article, so it'll only take you about maybe a minute or two to read. And just leave in the descriptions below, the comment below, if you think that this news is pretty bad, or if I just over exaggerate a little bit. I kind of think I over exaggerated, because this might not seem bad, but in a Sonic game, this seems incredibly out of place. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. Leave a comment below if you think this is some pretty serious news for this game. I'm talking about gaming in general. Just if you think this is serious news for this game, or if I'm kind of over exaggerating a little bit with this. But Yeah, so peace out, peoples, and bye.